All right, we ready? On the 12th day of Christmas, I got from DBP 12 monthly projects, 11 hours mapping, 10 barrels glowing, 9 revenants screaming, 8 nobles knighted, 7 project leaders, super cupcake tactics, 5 yellow keys, 4 shotgun shells, 3 Glen maps, 200 health, and a hub map by Big Ol' Billy. See, I told you this was a terrible idea. I can't sing. What's going on, everybody? We are in the final, super extra final, super secret final, not at all a secret final. This is the hub map, credits map, created by Big Ol' Billy. It is a perfect little capstone to our project here. Man, it is a fun time. This has been, you know, this has been an exceptionally fun project to work on. I mean, even though like just making videos in general is fun to do, and playing Doom, I mean, having people interested in me playing a video game is, I've been making videos and doing streams and stuff for a long time, and it still humbles me knowing that there are people who care about what I do and who are interested enough to continue coming back. So this is a message for Christmas morning. You know, thank you guys. Thank you guys for allowing me to be part of your lives. You know, even in the smallest bit, as entertainment. There's hundreds and thousands of people who are willing to do this, and you choose to hang out with me. You know what? I'm thankful. Anyway, let's talk about this map for a second. This is the hub map, but now Santa has delivered all the presents and all the gifts, weapons at the doorstep of each house. You got all of the map makers and all of the people who worked in the project. They're all referenced here. All their names are plastered on there. You should play the game. You should play the mod, not the mod. You should be playing the WOD yourself, and learn the names of all the people who helped us along the way. Yeah, I mean, there's no greater thanks that I can give than to share this project and put a lot of effort into, presenting it in a way that respects the source material. These guys put in a lot of work, and if I can point more people in the direction of the DBP crew, you know what, I'm more than happy to do it. They've taken me on board as one of their own, so I'm happy about it. Anyway, we're about to get the party started, so let's pick up this megasphere, and yeah, we're going to touch this last little panel here. Here we go. So the key thing to remember in this map is managing all of your invulnerabilities, because there are like 7 cyber demons. Yeah, that's one thing to also pay attention to. Ignore the cyber demons. Pay attention to ignoring the cyber demons. Just don't spend your time trying to fight them. They're going to get taken care of by the rest of the enemies regardless. Like, the number of baddies that are on this map is overwhelming compared to the number of cyber demons. So I usually grab the rocket launcher and start taking out as many enemies as possible before I'm forced, before I'm overwhelmed. I don't like fighting, or I don't like taking damage from the archviles. So as soon as it seems like you're going to get hurt by one, just grab the first invulnerability and start shooting your BFG. Just take out as many enemies as you possibly can. Then I get lucky, I get popped up over a couple of enemies, But yeah, try to, if you can, focus on the archviles first and foremost. Ignore the, so the 2 rules: ignore the cyber demons and kill the archviles. Because no matter where you are, the archviles can hurt you. No matter how many enemies are between you and them, they can hurt you. So they're the biggest threat, obviously. So I somehow managed to sneak out of that fight. Yeah, take a couple of zaps right there. You get to the back of this house. So I start off inside of the dining room. I grab the invulnerability there, take out as many enemies as possible, make my way out to the backyard, or not out the backyard, but I go out the front door towards the street and grab the invulnerability out there. Fight my way all the way over here behind this this trailer. It looks like a trailer house. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but you know, fight my way all the way over there, grab that invulnerability, and then get into the hedge maze. This like, you just got to hold down the fire button. You know, switch to rockets. Rockets are very effective in close range because you can just face tank everything. There's 2 invulnerabilities inside of here, and there's also a megasphere. Archviles tend to get stuck inside this area too, and it can be, if you have an archvile surviving in this area, it can be absolutely devastating. They can keep reviving everyone endlessly, and then you'll eventually run out of ammunition to take them out. So I would highly focus on getting rid of any archvile in here. I would desperately struggle to get rid of anyone who's in here. There's some cells and some rockets that are gathered, you know, throughout this entire area. So just keep spamming all the rockets and all the cells that you can. There's a couple of archviles here. I focus on them, use my cells to take care of them. I come down this alley, grab this megasphere. Bunch of cells back here. You got to remember, this is your main cell refill. And this little part, or behind that sets of buildings right there. One of the rocket refill areas over here. So now we have used up all of our invulnerabilities. So now it's time, you know, pick your targets wisely. Make sure you remember where your supercharges are and what remaining megaspheres that you've got. You know, make your way over to them when you get chances. But yeah, just focus on killing archviles. Whenever you see them, you know, I would suggest just using BFG whenever you see one. You know, get right up on them, kill them with the ball. Or at the very least, if an archvile is about to attack you, try to get someone else to attack him, because he'll instantly switch his targets. But if you can get one isolated, take him out quickly. I would suggest learning how the mechanics of the BFG work, because it's very important to making, you know, to being successful. But yeah, there's not much to comment about, because you know, there's just so much activity. One thing that I did is when I got to this point, I started considering, you know, the house is going to be difficult. So the 2 areas that are the most difficult to clear out towards the end would probably be the hedge maze and the house itself. Because with so many enemies gathered up, if there's an archvile inside of either one of those areas, you're going to have a really hard time trying to clear it out, because they're just going to constantly revive baddies. So you gotta start considering, you know, the way I dealt with it, I clear out the hedge maze first, and then I just do drive-bys through the windows of the house. Just try to clear out the what is the room that has the fireplace? I guess it's the living room. Or the family room, I don't know. The foyer? Nah, that's not it either. Whatever it's called, You shoot some rockets through the windows. You know, just try to clear out as many enemies as possible, hoping you can clip an arch vile. I think we did a really good job. We got lucky with a lot of the placements of arch vials. And the order that they spawn can really screw you over if things don't go too well. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. I took out some cacodemons that are floating towards me, but for the most part, I just focused on try to clear the outside as much as possible first. You know, when you get into big groups of enemies, obviously BFG is the smart idea, but if you can, use as many rockets as you possibly can. Go pick up as many as you can grab. You know, use those to clear out enemies on the inside. Save your cells. I even got now that I'm at this point, you know, things are starting to thin out a lot. So take out individual enemies with the super shotgun and with the chain gun, instead of using all of your precious rocket and cells. I think I eventually start switching over to the super shotgun. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, I wouldn't continue to use a rocket launcher in this situation. Yeah, I'm letting it play because there's not a whole lot I can commentate on. It's just, it's fun to watch this every time. Not that I'm like, not that I'm like reveling in my own work here, but you know, it's a fun map. It's a proper slaughterfest. There's an archvile. He shows up, so trying to get the BFG out, or I guess I try to focus him down with rockets. Alright, come in here to grab some cells and some, take care of some stragglers. Or not. Alright, so that sound. An enemy got revived, so, and yeah, obviously there's an archvile inside of the garage. So, time to work our way over there and try to take care of him. In the meantime, take care of some of these some of those cacodemons, because they can get annoying. I think cacodemons are probably one of the more dangerous enemies. Hell Knights aren't too bad to deal with, but the cacodemons, because of their flying and because of just how many there are, they kind of are higher priority to me than a lot of other enemies on this map. Like, the lowest tier enemies to worry about are imps. Probably imps and Hell Knights. Then from there, any hit scanner. I don't think there are any shotgunners, but there might be chain gunners, and there's elves and chain gunners. So those are higher priority. Revenants are pretty up there, pretty far up there. Mancubus is pretty low priority, honestly. You can use those to cause infighting as well. I wouldn't worry about Mancubus too much. Actually, I don't think there are any Mancubus on this. I think it's limited just to like 5 enemies. Yeah, but wherever you see, oh no, it's not limited to 5 enemies. Probably like 7 enemy types. But I would say, yeah, Revenant's like the third most dangerous target. No, probably the second. Because, well, I don't know. The hit scanners are high priority. You want to take care of them quickly because they can eat away at your health really quick. So I would probably the enemies in terms of priority to attack. Highest priority, obviously, an Archvile. Secondary is the hit scanners, so an Elf or a Chain Gunner. Then Revenants. Then probably Hell Knights, or maybe Cacodemons. Yeah, Cacodemons and Hell Knights. Imps. And the lowest priority enemy is actually a Cyberdemon, because you don't need to worry about them all. Yeah, look, I mean, they're dead. They've been dead for a while. They get overwhelmed with the amount of enemies that are out there. And really, all you got to do is keep them alive, and they'll do a lot of work for you. Don't get killed by them and keep them alive. It's the only time. It's the exception to the rule of shoot them until they die. Just let everyone else do that. Just ignore they exist. Alright, there's a couple of Revenants here inside of the hedge maze. Oh, there's a Hell Knight and an Imp too. So just finish off all these enemies with the chain gun or with super shotgun. Actually, we're out of shells. There's no shell pickups after you grab all the backpacks. I'm just going to run through here, do a last double check. Once you get the hedge maze all cleared up, you should never have to worry about an enemy coming in here again. Alright. So now we can start focusing on getting the inside of the house cleared out. We just got to do a couple of walk-arounds. Make sure some stragglers are killed first. A lot of times you might catch an Archvile hanging out outside of or inside of the house, inside of the walls, but outside of the house. Let's go ahead and take care of that Cacodemon and the Hell Knight. A couple of imps, no problem. All right. I found going in through the garage, through this side is probably easier than going through most ways. So we already spotted an Archvile. Rush on in, use the BFG to clear out a lot of enemies. Use some rockets to kill it. You can already hear there's another Archvile. There he is right there. There's another Archvile in there reviving enemies. He's down. Just heard a pain sound from an Archvile. So you know there's at least one more in there. And he's starting to revive enemies. So might as well go in there, hit him with the BFG, take the gamble, and it pays off because that is the last Archvile of the map. So from there, as long as you don't get hit, as long as you play it smart, I mean that's it. That's the main. The difficulty of the map immediately drops like 10 levels as soon as you kill the last Archvile. Yeah, and the house is quiet. Everything's quiet. But there is a couple of enemies remaining. I think there's just one. And that's that Hell Knight we didn't kill on top of the clock tower. And that's it. That is a 100% completion of the credits map. Guys, it's been wonderful. I thank you so much for watching this series. I did a lot of work, but you know what? So did the guys over at the Doom Boards projects, the Doomer Boards. Thank you so much for joining me on this wild ride. I appreciate every single view and every single response that you guys have given me. I really appreciate it. And now it's on to the next project. All right? So, I'll see you in the next one. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.